Good morning, student. Welcome to your Data Communication and Computer Network class or 4th Sem IT. In the previous session, I have discussed about different error control mechanism and error correction method. In this video, I will discuss about flow control and stop and wait protocol. After completion of this session, student will able to understand what is flow control and stop and wait protocol. So let's start. First of all, what is flow control? When a data frame in layer 2 is sent from one host to another over a single medium, it is required that the sender and receiver should work at the same speed. That is, the sender sends at a speed on which receiver can process and accept the data. Means when the data communication takes place, the sender and receiver should work at the same speed. The speed of the sender is equal to the speed of the receiver, by which the receiver can accept the data and process it. But if the speed of the sender or receiver differ, if the sender is sending too fast, the receiver may be overloaded and the data may be lost, the frame may be lost. And this is why we require flow control. And flow control is basically a technique that gives permission to two stations that are working and processing at different speed to just communicate with one another. Flow control in data link layer simply restrict and coordinate number of frame or amount of data sender can send just before it wait for an acknowledgement from receiver. Means flow control is a mechanism or is a technique to match the speed of sender and receiver. Means the flow control mechanism simply restrict the sender to send more data. The sender waits until the receiver is ready to accept the data. When the receiver send acknowledgement, after that the sender send the data frame. Actually, flow control is a set of procedure. It is a procedure that explain sender about how much data or frame it can transfer or transmit before data overwhelm receiver. Means it is a method by which the sender can know how much data or when to send to the receiver. The receiving device also contain only limited amount of speed and memory to store data. This is why receiving device should be able to tell or inform the sender about stopping the transmission or transferring of data on temporary basis before it reaches its limits. It has a memory or buffer to store the frame and the memory is limited, so it cannot accept more data. That's why it inform or it restricts the sender to stopping the transmission of data on temporary basis. Okay, so this is the process by which the sender and receiver control the flow. And the flow control, there are two type of mechanism can be deployed to control the flow. So technique of flow control in data link layer are, first of all is stop and wait flow control, and second one is sliding window flow control. So in this video I will discuss about stop and wait flow control. In stop and wait flow control, the sender sends a single frame to the receiver and wait for an acknowledgement. The next frame is sent by the sender only when acknowledgement of previous frame is received. Means the sender sends only one frame at a time. And when the sender is sending the frame, it waits until the acknowledgement comes from the receiver side. Means after getting the frame at the receiver side, receiver actually consume the frame. After that, it send the acknowledgement. After processing the frame, it send the acknowledgement. After getting the acknowledgement, it again send the new frame. Okay, and this process of sending a frame and waiting for an acknowledgement continue as long as the sender has the data to send. Means by this way it completes its transmission, data transmission. And to end up the transmission, sender transmit end of transmission means EOT frame. Okay, at the last the sender send EOT frame to the receiver. So this way the stop and wait protocol works. It first send a frame, single frame, and wait until the acknowledgement comes. After getting the acknowledgement, it again send the next frame. It only focus on the flow, control the flow. The main advantage of stop and wait protocol is its accuracy. Next frame is transmitted only when the first frame is acknowledged. So there is no chance of frame being lost. Means after getting the acknowledgement only, it send the next frame. So there is no chance of frame being lost. And the main disadvantage of this method is that it is inefficient. It makes the transmission process slow. In this method, single frame travels from the source to destination. Means only a single frame travels from source to destination. And a single acknowledgement travels from destination to source. As a result, each frame sent and received user uses the entire time needed to traverse the link. Okay, means the total time required to traverse the link, it uses that much of time to send a single frame and single acknowledgement. Moreover, if two devices are distance apart, a lot of time is wasted waiting for acknowledgement. That's lead to increase in total transmission time. Means the time is wasted more in stop and wait protocol because it wait for the acknowledgement. After that, it send the next frame. So to overcome this drawback, there is a new method that is known as sliding window protocol. In sliding window protocol, the sender can send more than one data frame to receiver. And this sliding window protocol I will discuss in next class, in the next video class. Okay, so this is why the stop and protocol works. Thank you.